Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your lead Scentsy consultant. So today I have for you what will be discontinued and leaving at the end of August as far as spring-summer catalog. So we have warmers here, which will not be returning. Oftentimes they will go into clearance, and we do have bars, which may or may not return next spring-summer season. So I'm going to go through our list. I have it printed, and I also, because it's so tiny, have it on my computer so that I can read it with without having to go grab my glasses, because I'm getting into my 40s and things are definitely changing. So let's start out with the actual warmer list, and I have a couple here to show you of things where everything will be 10% off in our catalog that's spring summer this month of August. In the past, sometimes they have offered deeper discounts on things like the warmers that are discontinuing for good, but it appears as though it's just a flat 10% all the way across the board on everything in catalog this particular time around. So on September the 1st, none of the things that I'm going to discuss with you today will be available anymore, so please make your plans to be able to order or club these things. Only the bars for clubbing, everything else you would need to order before the stroke of midnight, September the 1st. So let's start out with the list of warmers that are leaving our catalog. We have the Rock Quarry, which is a personal favorite of mine, the Bubbled Iridescent, which I do have here on the table to show you, the Crimson, which is super cute, and I think very few people have talked about that in our sort of YouTube, Facebook, all the posting communities where you have all the different ways to display warmers. I never see that even in still shots. It's very, very pretty. The Dancing Petals, that is adorable, and that's been around for several seasons. We've got the Palette, we have the Simple Reminders, which was our charitable cause for spring, summer. We have the Twinkle, the Little Church, which is so cute. We've had that for a while too. And then a couple of my absolute favorites, you guys, that I have, and if I broke them, I'd be very sad. So I don't really think that I can justify getting a backup, but these next two are warmers that I really love. That is the Amazing Grace and the Kindness Warmer, which are very similar. I had the Amazing Grace on the table to show you. The Pressed Tin Warmer, the Rustic Garden, the Prairie Pitcher, and the Woot, as far as the large size. Now, we have had Woot, which is a full-size glowing white ceramic owl, for many years. I think as long as I have been even purchasing Scentsy as a customer, over 10 years ago, we've always had that. So that is a really iconic warmer, and you guys may want to pick that up. Then in minis, we are losing the Mini Alabaster, the Be Happy, the Folk Flowers, which I think that was just, the last couple catalog seasons? That's a pretty recent addition. The Paloma, Seeing Stars, the Tie-Dye, and the You Do You. So those are all mini warmers. All of those that I just mentioned, plus everything else that's in catalog, is 10% off as of now because this is August the 1st. So I grabbed a couple of these to show you. The Bubbled Iridescent is such a happy warmer, and it's just so much fun. In a lot of people's homes, I think this could be around all year. I'll turn off the light. It's just a really beautiful soap bubble-like iridescent warmer. It is quite bright, but not so much so that it hurts your eyes because the iridescent coating is helpful. There is a matching mini, which I believe is continuing on into September. So if you wanted to purchase this one now and you just maybe wanted to get the mini down the road, know that that one is still available. And then the other one, which is definitely one of my all-time favorite warmers, is the beautiful Amazing Grace. And I will definitely have to turn this off. This warmer, when this first came out, I just fell in love with this thing. The beautiful etched soft bisque glow on this, and then on the back, see these doves? I don't know if I can really show these to you so you can really see them. These doves project a flight pattern of birds up on the wall. I don't know if you can really see that. This is one of my all-time favorite designs in a warmer. It throws very well. It is very classy. The dish is slightly frosted, so it lets out a good amount of light. And if this particular sentiment of Amazing Grace isn't your thing, the Kindness Warmer that has an inscribed bee and then it has beautiful little, almost like leaves and tendrils around it. It doesn't have a cool projection out the back. It's just got like little porthole vents, but it is just as beautiful. And that one is also going to be going away. So the price points for these warmers. The Rock Quarry is $60, so all of these take 10% off. The Bubbled Iridescent, the Crimson, the Dancing Petals, the Palette, the Simple Reminders, those are all $55 warmers. The Twinkle is a $50 warmer. Our Little Church was $45, and then my favorites, this price point of $40 is getting harder and harder to get a gorgeous warmer at. So the Amazing Grace, the Kindness, the Pressed Tin is also a very good performer, and that one's actually a ceramic warmer. You think with the name Pressed Tin it's going to be metal, but it's not, it's ceramic. The Rustic Garden, those are $40 warmers, and then the Prairie Pitcher and Woot are $35, and all the minis at this point are $25. So that is what I have for you when it comes to the warmers. Now let's turn over here where I can actually kind of read the print better. And let's talk about all of the scents that are leaving. Now, many of these will be leaving in multiple types of product. You may have your fragrance flowers and your Scentsy Go products, your pods and all that. I'm just going to be talking specifically about the scents for the consideration of club and bars, because I also wanted to just kind of go through. I've had some people ask, what are you going to do with your club edit? I don't love club edit videos personally. I find them interesting as far as other people, what they're saving, what they're not saving, but filming them is kind of uninspiring for me, and I prefer to actually talk to the camera. So I'm just going to go through this list here and combine my thoughts about what I think is valuable to club and just recommendations, or kind of, well, let's think about this and think about that in certain ways, so that next spring, summer, you're not disappointed if you thought your favorite would return and it isn't there. So let's start with Appealing Apple. That one was a really cool little LTO freebie that Scentsy brought back for us this spring, summer, so I would not hold my breath that that's going to be in the catalog next year. It is a sweet floral apple scent and a very good performer, and I think if you really love your apple and you like summertime apple, and maybe Johnny Appleseed isn't totally your jam, you're going to want to club that. I'm not going to, just because spring, summer does not speak to me the way that fall, winter, and your traditional harvest and holiday scents do. Aloha Citrus, now that is one I always debate whether I want to club. It is beautiful, but I have not melted a lot of it this year. It's a really sweet sort of Hawaiian floral with jade blossom and vetiver. It is a really lovely smell. One of my favorite products that they offer that scent in is the Car Bar, and I may pick up a few of those before they retire. Appletini Splash, that one is really good. It's very strong. It's got a really sharp apple note and sort of a sweet quality. It's not one I'm going to be clubbing. Apricot Vanilla, I will not be clubbing this. I like that bar. It is a beautiful vanilla ice cream and apricot scent, but my husband can't stand it. I found that out this summer. It was quite funny. Banana Leaf and Bamboo, that's one of our new releases. Now, last spring, summer, not all of the new releases came back, but we just got the e-catalog this morning for fall, winter, and I've been doing spoilers and so have other consultants on YouTube, and all of the fall, winter new releases from last year did come back, so it's kind of a gamble. Banana Leaf and Bamboo is very good. It is green, but it's got a little bit of sweet peach in the background and some mahogany wood. It's a very complex scent, and if you really like that, I think it's unique enough you might want to club it. I'm not going to, just because my clubs are very large and I'm only going to club the minimum, the things I just know I cannot live without from the spring summer season. The next one's going to be Berry Bright. That's like a cotton candy raspberry scent. I don't love it. It's been around for a while, so I don't know whether it will return next year. Blue Agave and Melon. I actually have that one here on the table because I did a 6-pack of bars that I think if you wanted to throw your own 6-pack together for late summer, they would be really good. So here's Blue Agave and Melon, which I've talked to you guys about a couple times. I never did get around to warming it. This, like our Appealing Apple, was a freebie from an old LTO that got thrown back in the catalog. It is really good with the honeydew and the kiwi and some sweet agave. Excellent, I think, for late summer. So then the other ones that are in my recommendation 6-pack, which if you do a 6-pack of any kind is going to be $27 because it's 10% off. I've got these here. It was going to be Blue Agave and Melon, Mango Matcha, which I'll talk about them when we get to them, or Raspberry Hibiscus. Totally a standout for me. We'll get there. Ruby Nectarine, and you guys know, this one's going to be in here. Cocoa Lime, and I'm thinking Hibiscus Pineapple. So we'll talk about each of these in turn as we get through the catalog. So the Blue Agave and Melon, I would club that if you fell in love with it because it was such an unusual addition. So then we have Blue Sage and Tonka. Now, that is my older daughter's favorite fall smell. That started out as a fall-winter offering, same year as Cashmere and Corduroy, which has continued in this fall-winter catalog. But I'm clubbing Blue Sage and Tonka because I don't know whether we will get it back, and it is a beautiful, soft, rounded, sort of masculine, but not too much so, kind of a scent with, what does it have? Black lavender. Kenya, shh. My dog is freaking out over by the window. Can you come? There's nothing out there, baby. Come. Anyway, we have German Shepherds. They're always on the watch, so you may hear a little bit of barking behind me. So, good girl. So then we have the rest of the notes that are in Blue Sage and Tonka. So there's definitely lavender, and there's tonka bean, and there's a sage. And it is just unusual and soft and really, really nice, and one that I would be sad if it doesn't make it back next year in any of the catalogs. So that's going to go in my club. Then we have, Bonfire Beach. Now, I'm pretty sure Bonfire Beach is coming back, and I've never clubbed it before, but I am going to this time. I have fallen in love with it, and it's one of the most unique classics that we have for summertime. It has this beautiful sweet marshmallow note plus fresh air and a little bit of driftwood and like beachy bonfire. So good, and I've really enjoyed melting that in alternate warmers with things like Vanilla Waves, which I clubbed last season, thankfully, or some of our more like fresh air scents this year. It's been so nice. So I do not want to be without that. Now, Camu is next. That is a really nice passion fruit, fruity, almost a little bit of a floral in the background. Very good. That's a classic. I don't think that's going to leave, but if that's your jam, maybe club it. Clementine Cupcake. You need to club this one if you love it. It did not make it into the fall-winter catalog, and it's not a fabulous performer as far as strength, so I would be surprised if that comes back down the road. So if you love it, put it away. Cloudberry Dreams. Now, I am not crying about losing this bar. It did not make it into the next catalog. I don't like it. It's raspberry and rose, and it's really strong. Some people adore it, though, so club that. It is unique, and I don't think we'll get anything like it ever again. Coastal Sunset. I'm not going to club this, but I probably should. I think it'll come back next year, but it may not. This is a really, really good bar, you guys. It's musky with the coconut, and the amethyst amber is just fantastic. And then we have Cocoa Lime. Okay, I always club Cocoa Lime because it is my favorite citrus bar pretty much of all time, except for a couple of old BB&Bs. It's just coconut and lime, and it's amazing, and I like this on the off season. Like, for me, I wish this would continue into the fall winter catalog. I understand why it doesn't, but I would absolutely use this all year round, and I do, and so I always club it. Also, it would be a heartbreak if it didn't come back. Coconuts for Coconuts. Super, super strong, coconut, fresh, and fantastic bar. It's on the newer side. I think that will come back next year, but my rule of thumb is if you love it, club it. That's just like, I should get a Scentsy t-shirt that says that. If you love it, club it. That's my thing. Just don't take chances on whatever it is that you absolutely cannot live without, because there's always something that's not going to come back next year that you didn't expect them to retire. So then the next one's going to be Daydream Oasis. That's kind of a nice, just fresh green smell with a little bit of Lily Aquatic. It's good. For me, it's nothing I need to club, and I don't know whether that will be back. Go-Go Mango, that's a classic. I'd be shocked if it doesn't come back next year. That's such a nice mango scent. Havana Cabana, now that's been around for years. It's super, super cute and sweet and light, and it's a classic. It's kind of a toss-up. I'd be shocked if it's gone. I'm not going to club that, though. Here comes the Sunflowers. Now, usually I club this, but I have a few in my stash, and I did not melt that much of it this year. I'm getting into August, which is when I typically will melt it, but I don't know. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not feeling it like I was last year, so I'm going to take a gamble on it. It may not come back next season. You just never know. Then we have Hibiscus Pineapple, and that's another one of the ones I wanted to show you. Hibiscus Pineapple is beautiful. It's a fantastic performer as far as just like medium strong, nice, pleasant scent. It's got mandarin, it's got hibiscus, it's a nice fruity floral, and Aloha Orchid, that is one of our scent of the months this year, is enough like it that you might want to stock up on this if you're attached, because I wonder if we will get that again next year. That's really good. I'm not going to club it, but I probably should. But I am clubbing Aloha Orchid for a while, so, that's why. All right, and then we have Kukui and Coconut. I clubbed that bar, hands down. I love it. It was summer collection, not this season, but the year before. I have just fallen hard for that bar, and I'm so glad that they gave it to us this year, but I'm not expecting that to show up again next year. All right, Lake My Day. That's one of the new ones. It's nice, not so good that I need to club it. Hopefully it'll be back next year. Then we have a lemon sorbet. This was excellent. This almost always is in the catalog. If it's the lemon scent of your life, though, probably put it in your club. Lilacs and violets. Now, there is one. I don't love it. I have no emotional attachment to that bar. But if you are nostalgic for lilacs and violets, they killed Lush Gardenia this season. You better club your lilacs and violets. That's what I would say about that. Magnolia Linen. Sometimes that will even continue on into other catalogs. I'm not seeing that. So if that one is a love of yours, maybe put it in your club. Mahalo Coconut. Now, I'm not going to club that, but I typically do. That is very good. I don't know if that's old enough that we may not see that back next year. And the reason I'm not is because I clubbed Blue Coconut Beach and Ocean Air and Coconut Water, and I cannot. I've already got Tiara and Coconut. I've got so much coconut in my club, I can't really justify anymore. So then we have Mega Splash. That is a really nice one that's super fresh and biting. I personally don't like it, but man, is that a good performer, and people love it. I think that'll probably be back. Mango Matcha. I have that one in my pile of my 6-pack to recommend. This is one of our new releases. This is so happy. I'm not going to club it, but I have a few. This is so good, you guys, with the mango and the green tea and the salted cucumber. Absolutely amazing bar. It makes me very happy, and I have a couple in reserve, and I'm hoping that'll come back next year. I guess if it doesn't, I'll be a little sad, but again, spring summer is not nostalgic for me, so if it's gone, it's gone, but wow, is that good. And if you loved it and you can't live without it, I would put that in your club. Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze. I think that one might be on the bubble. I'm not clubbing it, but it took the world by storm a couple years ago, and we had to, it was a scent of the month first. We had to actually make extra of that to fulfill all the orders that particular summer. Mountain Sunset, beautiful bar. I think I need a couple more of those before it goes away. If I had a smaller club, I would club that bar. I really, really like it. That was new release though, so it'll probably be back. Paradise Punch, that's an old standard. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's like the classic fruit punch scent that we have. Very good. Peace Lily Be With You. That's a very clean. To me, it almost smells like Pert shampoo, so that kind of ruined it for me. But that was one of our new releases this year. It's very nice. I think that one's safe. Pina Colada ChaCha. If this is your ride or die bar, please put it in your club. I really like it, but again, I have a few, and I'm not going to club it. I would hate to see that be gone, though. Oh, is that a good bar? Pineapple Mango. I could take that one or leave that one. I don't really care. I actually would kind of like to not see it next year, so we have something that to me is a better pineapple in its place. Pink Lemon Water. I don't think that's coming back, so if that is your bar, put it in your club. It's pretty, but I don't think we'll get it back. Pink Rhubarb Sugar. That is a good bar. I'm not going to club it because of the size of my club, but again, this is 2 years ago, new release, I think. Very, very good, happy spring bar. Your Rainbow Red, yeah, I don't know if that's coming back because that was Chase Rainbows and now it's spring summer, but if it's a bestseller, maybe it'll come back again. If you're Lisa Robert, you're definitely putting that one in your club. All right, Rainbow Sherbet. Now, I would be shocked if that doesn't come back. It is such a good performer and people love it, but it's unique. So if that is your bar, please put it in your club just in case there was some sort of Scentsy heartbreak. Then we have Raspberry Hibiscus Tea. Oh, you guys, I don't think I'm going to club this. But at first I didn't like it, and I have fallen so hard for this. This is so good. I think I need to get a few more before the end of the month. It's just amazing. Great performer. Super, super company-friendly scent. I love that one. That is club-worthy. Okay, Ruby Nectarine. Now here's another one. I don't think I'm going to club it. It was an LTO scent of the month the year before, I think in May or April. And we got it back, and I have loved this bar. But again, I'm not clubbing it because my club is too big, but I really like that. It's juicy with like apple and mango and florals. It's beautiful. Okay, Sandalwood Tangerine. Not my jam, but if it's yours, please put it in your club. I doubt we're going to get it back. Then we have Shoreline Drive. I don't know what to say about that. That is a powerhouse, fresh and sort of passion fruit type bar. For me, it gives me a headache, but for a lot of people, they love it. It's a good one. All right, then we have Skinny Dippin'. That is a classics classic. I'd be shocked if it's not back next year, but if it is the one that you love, put it in your club just in case. We also have that in a brick, so that's just always hard to tell. All right, in Scentsy Club for the brick. Then we have Soak and Raise. Now, I think this is the one where if I didn't already have 2 or 3 other very similar bars in my club, I would club it because I don't know if that's coming back even though it was new release. I think a lot of people didn't like it. I loved it though with the really nice white florals. It was so good. Then we've got Sparkling Yellow. That was another Chase Rainbows bar. I don't know whether we'll see that back or not. Then we have Star Apple and Freesia. Oh, is that gorgeous, you guys, but I don't know whether we're going to see that one back either. And then we have Sugar Blossom. That was new release. I don't know if that one's coming back, you guys. It was not all that popular, so if you love your Sugar Blossom, I would club that. Then we have Sugared Strawberry. Now, every year I wonder if I should club Sugared Strawberry. And then I don't melt very much of it, but it is the best, happiest strawberry bar I think Scentsy's ever made. So if that is your bar, probably put that one in your club because it's kind of getting long in the tooth as far as being in the catalog for several seasons. Then we have Summer Moonlight. That was a new release 2 years ago. That is beautiful. And if you want sort of a all year floral for your bedroom that has also the strawberry and the sandalwood, it's got sweet pea in it too. I like that a lot better than Luna, and I think it would be great for that purpose all year round. So maybe club that. Then we have Tangerine Creamsicle. This is always a rock star bar. I would be really shocked if it doesn't come back, but it's also unique. So if that is your bar, put it in your club. I'm not going to do that one either. Although, yeah, I haven't even melted it this year, even though I've got a stack. And then Tropic Nectar. I don't think I put this in my pack over here. Oh, you guys, I love Tropic Nectar. That is one of my other favorites from the new releases, and I'm debating whether or not to put that in my club. I have not so far. Then we have Vitamin U Unwind. That was part of the vitamin collection from the spring before. I don't think we'll see that one back. If that's your bar, put it in your club. Then we have Watermelon Tangerine, which is a really nice bar that's been in summer catalog several seasons, and I don't know whether we'll see it back next year. If people are getting bored with it, I just don't know. So maybe club that one. And then Whipped Vanilla Lavender. That one, I don't really know what to say about that because they took out French Lavender and put that one in for this particular year, and I think that is a very nice bar, but we may not see that again next year. I don't know. And then last but not least, Woodland Meadow, which is one of our new releases. That's kind of almost a cologne bar, and I don't know whether that'll make it back next year because I don't think it was very popular. So those are my thoughts. So what am I clubbing? I'll go through it one more time. I'm going to club Cocoa Lime, Bonfire Beach, Kukui and Coconut, and then I think that there's one more that is escaping me that's in here. I said Bonfire Beach already. Oh, what was the last one? It's in my quarterly. Oh, Blue Sage and Tonka is in my quarterly club. And honestly, guys, that's probably it. I'm kicking around maybe doing Tropic Nectar or Raspberry Hibiscus Tea, but I'm just more gambling that next year they will be back. So I hope that this was helpful. Take a look at the discontinued list and look at the last chance section that's on my website, which is loftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, and get all of your 10% off items in the month of August. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.